Hi! It's been a while. It is currently 4:54 p.m. on June 4th. I haven't filmed anything writing related since the end of March. That was part of my break away from things to see if anything helped, and the short answer is that no, it didn't. Taking a break did not help at all in regards to pushing my writing back on track. Taking a break from filming didn't help. Lowering the number of projects that I had on my plate didn't help. I haven't been making a ton of progress at all in anything that is currently on my plate, and that's just sort of where we're at. I kind of want to write a blog post on it at some point, but I haven't gotten to that because I don't know how to put it into words without sounding incredibly negative, because it's not negative, it's just fact, it's just true. And I'm not looking for, you know, encouraging words and motivation or anything like that. It's just a fact of how things are going. But for a long time now, I haven't really been into writing. Writing used to be like the greatest hobby that I had. I used to love it to no end. And for quite some time now, writing just hasn't really been enjoyable. There are moments of joy as I'm writing. Sometimes one of my characters does something that's just really enjoyable. Just the other day in Truths and Chains, Vito brought his dog to Elias's house to convince him to go on a walk with him. And that I enjoyed. I thought that was cute. I liked that. But those moments of joy when it comes to writing as a hobby are pretty few and far between. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to continue writing. Writing is my career. Writing is what I do. I literally don't know where else I would go in my life at this point. But I'm going to continue trying to find out ways to bring back the joy and the passion for writing that I used to have, and I'm going to continue updating you on that journey, and I'm going to go back to recording as consistently as I can, but things are slow. I can force out a lot of words if I like really sit down and try, but the problem is that while, you know, a year and a half to 2 years ago, I was sitting down and forcing those words out, forcing myself to write them, not like pulling teeth to put the words down, but sitting down and forcing myself to do it. The problem is that nowadays I don't do that at all. And that's where the problem is, in addition to just not really enjoying most of what I'm doing most of the time. I just don't sit down and force myself to do it. Instead of seeing it as a hobby, instead of seeing it as something I love, I see it as a job I have to do. And I think that's part of the problem. Writing is my career, that has always been true, but somewhere along the line, despite always knowing that it was my career, somewhere along the line I stopped seeing it as this thing I love, and I started seeing it as this thing I have to do. And in addition to a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff that I don't really talk about on this channel, but I've talked about in smaller circles elsewhere, in addition to all of those things, it has deeply impacted the way that I feel about writing and the way that I go about writing. And that's where the problem is. But the main problem is that I don't know how to fix it. But I'm working on it. It's just going to take a while, I think. And I have to be patient with the process, and I hope you guys will also stick around for all of that. I'm planning on uploading as consistently as I can, but I don't know. Because at the moment, I don't have a ton of updates. I've barely been doing anything. I write like 2 to 4 words a day sometimes. And that's just the way it is. I wish I had better things to say. I wish I had better progress to share. I wish that this break had worked amazingly, but it just hasn't, and that's just the way that it is. But today here, my goal is to go do bird chores after I'm done filming this, and then I'm going to play a campaign of Left 4 Dead, because that is how I enjoy starting my days, and I tend to do better if I do start the day that way. So that's my second goal, and then my third goal is to get into writing for the day. I suppose fourth goal. Third goal is I have a website thing to update. But fourth goal is to get into writing today. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see where things start from and where they end on. I'm not 100% sure what book I'm going to attempt to work on. I don't know if I'm going to attempt a new short story, because I also tried that. I tried writing short stories instead, and I managed to complete one, and I have started 3 others that are not going anywhere at all. I don't know how people write short stories. I really don't. I'm impressed with those people. But we'll see how things go, and I will keep you guys posted. But with all that being said, that's all that I have for this video. I don't want this to be a walking through my lack of progress by showing you the words that I have and haven't written. I don't think that I need that, and I don't think that you guys need a numerical representation of how much I have not been doing. Hopefully the next video will be an actual genuine update. I don't think I will catch you up on things that I've been doing in June until there is genuine progress in June. There are exciting things happening this month, and I'm doing my best to use those exciting things to push forward in what I'm doing. June 18th is my birthday, which means that it is also Cut to the Kill's birthday. Cut to the Kill is turning 2, I believe, if I can do math in my head correctly. And that's very, very exciting. I love Cut to the Kill. It will always be one of my favorite crime books. I absolutely love Thomas and Chris, and I am consistently proud of that book, no matter how I feel about certain characters in it. Kathy Baker. And no matter how I feel about any of my other books or any progress I'm not making or anything like that, I am consistently proud of Cut to the Kill. And it's very exciting that its 2nd birthday is coming up this month, and I'm hoping that that helps push things forward just a little bit. But we'll see how things go, and we'll go from there. But that's all that I have for this one. It feels weird to do my outro for this video, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that I appreciate you watching, I appreciate you sticking around, and I hope that updates go back to a more consistent basis after this. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.